It's Monday morning, the alarm goes off and you're already stressed about work. Even worse, you're 60 with no money saved for retirement. In the last 25 years, I've seen too many people I care about with too many regrets. 99% relating to a lack of money. I'm an investor who's built 6 figures in 3 separate asset classes. And using my 24 years of investing experience, I'm going to give you 6 huge reasons why you need to retire ASAP. But first, I'll kick off with a personal story about my dad. Why investing into assets is so important. My dad isn't perfect, not even close, but I love him with everything I've got. And watching him struggle in his early 60s is painful to watch. He needs to work 6 or 7 days every single week to build up his pension pot because he hasn't got much saved for retirement. Not only that, but he needs to get 2 new knees and he's finding work harder and harder. Looking back, my dad has had good jobs over the years and could have easily saved £500 per month over the last 30 years. Let's make some assumptions. If he'd have invested that money every single month into the S&P 500 with an average return of 10%, he would have ended up with over £1.1 million. He would have been happily retired, 100%. He did invest, and the main reason is zero financial education. This drives home the importance of investing into assets as soon as possible. And now I'm going to dig into 6 more reasons why you need to retire as soon as possible. Reason number 1, are you deferring your life? There are 7 days in a week, and some day isn't one of them. Too many people spend their healthiest years grinding away, promising themselves that life starts after they retire. But what if because of a lack of financial education, you don't get to retire until your late 60s or even early 70s? Try to imagine this horrible situation. Really think about working for 40 to 50 years in a job you don't even like. I honestly believe that financial education leads to financial literacy, and financial literacy leads to financial freedom. If only someone could have told my dad 30 years ago. Imagine what your ideal week looks like. Write it out. Me personally, I want to go on 5 holidays abroad with my family. I want a Volvo XC90 and I want to do BJJ when I want. I want to do YouTube full time so I can help more people with my investing experience. If you've been waiting for a distant retirement to start living, that's your first big clue. It's time to retire sooner, not later. And if you write out what your ideal life looks like, I have a feeling it will help you to focus more on investing, leading to a much earlier retirement. Is your health suffering? I had shoulder issues for years and my back was full of knots, probably because I was stressed out over money. Because since getting my finances sorted from 2019 onwards, my back and shoulders have been okay, touch wood. Whether it's poor posture, stress, sleep deprivation, anxiety, or just the slow erosion of joy from doing something that no longer serves you, your body keeps the score. And here's the thing, there is no wealth without health. You can earn more money, but you can't earn more time. If your job is draining your energy, your joy, or your mental health, it might be time to put yourself first. Easier said than done, depending on where you are financially, I know. I'm just trying to drive home the importance of retiring ASAP. Unless, of course, you actually enjoy your job, of course. What about you? Is your health suffering because of work? Because what I've realised is that health comes before anything else. If you are healthy, you can look after your family. If you are healthy, you get to go to work to provide for your family. Hopefully, you get the point. Health is wealth. Do you feel trapped? Some companies offer part-time roles or phased retirement. If you are getting towards retirement age, but let's be honest, most don't, maybe you've tried to set boundaries. Maybe you've asked to reduce hours. Maybe you've even fantasized about quietly quitting. But deep down, you know you still can't retire. And you're feeling trapped. And what about if you're in your 40s and you have to work 6 or even 7 days per week for the next 20 odd years? You feel even more trapped and stuck in the rat race. There are solutions to most problems in my humble opinion. You can start a side hustle. You could try to focus on spending less, or you could upskill to increase your income. Earn more, invest as much as possible, and retire as early as possible. Going back to 2010, I was an electrician sick of working weekends. I used to whinge and moan until I got sick of myself and went back to college. I invested in myself, got some more engineering qualifications, and 2 years later, my income doubled. I'm not saying it was easy, but I am saying it's possible. Because when you upskill, you find ways to work less and earn more. Do you think it's possible to work less, or do you want to go aggressive and earn as much as possible and invest so you can retire early? Let me know what you're thinking below. Before we carry on, this video doesn't contain any financial advice, and the full disclaimer can be found below in the description. Do you want more time with loved ones? This is what can really motivate you to focus on retiring as soon as possible. I've worked away for long periods. I've worked 6 to 7 days for 2 to 3 years before pushing myself to do something about it. Every hour you give to work is an hour you don't give to your kids, your partner, your parents, or your passions. If you've missed milestones, if you've lost touch with close friends, if you're just feeling disconnected, this is your wake-up call. Like me when I missed too many Christmases because I was working offshore. Painful. Sometimes we don't have a choice, but again, I'm just trying to pull on your little heartstrings. So you really focus on retiring early or getting financial freedom as soon as possible. Because retirement isn't just an escape from work, it's a return to what matters most. Do more of what you love with the people you love. Do you know what you're going to do? Like when you do retire, what does it look like? I've got plenty of friends and family that have retired, got bored and went back to work. If you don't know what your life will actually look like without work, you risk of feeling anxious, bored or even depressed, sat in the house most of the day watching shitty daytime TV. So ask yourself, do you have a plan? Do you know how you'll spend your days? Because freedom without direction just feels like being lost. You can go to the gym, treat yourself to a spa, sauna, cold plunge, go for a walk, play paddle, play golf, play snooker, go and watch your favourite football team. Or if you're like me, you could roll around with loads of men. Well, because BJJ is my favourite sport. And if you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it. Can you afford to retire? Here's the practical part. Can you actually afford to retire? Have you run the numbers? Have you mapped out your spending, your income, your pensions, your investments? If you haven't put pen to paper or spreadsheet to screen, whatever, then don't make any big moves just yet. You have 2 options. Hire a financial advisor, someone who works for you to give you professional advice. They can really help, but are sometimes expensive, or learn how to do it yourself. This channel and plenty of others are packed with tools to help you, information to help you calculate your retirement number. If you want a step-by-step plan to help you retire early, see below. See below for 5 videos that will give you all of my investing experience. All I would say is to watch them in order, starting with money mindset. Summary. Are you deferring your life? Is your health declining? Do you feel stuck? Do you want more time with loved ones? Do you know what you're going to do? Can you afford it? Do any of these questions get you thinking hard about retirement? About all the different ways you can retire early and what it means when you do retire. Imagine you've done the work. You've earned the right to live your life on your terms, so you can put in your notice, buy the ticket, take the trip, spend loads of time with your family and friends, start your next chapter. You don't need permission to retire. You just need a plan and the courage to follow it. And if you want to know how to retire in just 20 years, see below for a recent video.